of lies that you'll hear from Muslims or Islamists who are saying that when you burn the Quran or that book, that means that you are discriminating them, or you are Islamophobic, or it's a statement as if it's a violence against Islamists and Muslims. However, it's not a statement against Islamists and Muslims, because we burned just a book, or ex-Muslim man just burned a book. And burning a book, it's totally different from being violent towards each others, because violent and the freedom of speech, they are totally two different things. Second lie, it's about when they are saying that when you burn the book, that means you're hateful towards Muslims. And we are, as Muslims, we are trying to use the democracy in Sweden or XYZ countries to promote the freedom of speech and the freedom of Islam, or the freedom of our speech, our religion. That's what they're really saying all the time. But the real truth is they want to have the privilege and be legitimate when they are doing the FGM, and when they are first 4 years old or 5 or 6 or 8 years old daughter to marry a 50 years old man, or legitimize pedophilia. Trying their best to promote that and pass these kind of laws so they can have the law on their side when they are forced their daughters and their kids to wear hijab, to marry older man while she's less than 16 or less than 18 years old, because Islam said so. And they want it legitimate, because it's already happening in the US if you are living in the cave and you don't understand or see what's going on around you. So lots of liberals thinking that when they are supporting Islamists and Muslims and they are thinking they're doing something good, you're not doing anything good, because it's not good when a man just do adultery in the name of religion and fuck 4 women at the same time. They want to spread their fucking religion in that way by like fucking many women and just like have lots of babies. They think this is like a good way to have faith state. They are thinking they are going to spread it in that way by doing so. The most thing that you should really understand, and the most very important thing, that by supporting like building lots of mosques and allowing Muslims doing their religion, you're doing good by supporting like the minorities in your country to have the faith and practice their faith. But think about that. Are they doing the same in their countries? No, they are not. I'm not saying that you have to discriminate them because they're discriminate people and women and ex-Muslims and queer community in their countries. But you have to take a step back to reevaluate everything if they're going to do the same in your country as well. Because we're not talking about faith here, we are talking about a mental state and a state of mind. We are talking about someone who does not care about you, who does not care about me, who does not care about anyone, and using all aspects and everything to reclaim their power again. That's what I've been taught in school, in madrasa and in mosque when I was young. I've been taught how to be a good wife in the future, so I can help my husband in the future, supposedly, to do whatever he will do to spread Islam. I must have lots of kids. I must agree that he is going to marry many women, and that will be my role as a good wife, to spread Islam, to just be a baby machine. Totally fine to do that, because by that he's doing jihad. So this is a form of jihad. So that's what I've been taught. So from my perspective, I am seeing what the thing that I was afraid it would be happen. It's happening right now. This is jihad. Being taught in schools, in madrasas, that we must help our husbands to spread the Islam by allowing them to have totally too many kids. If you're like not a baby machine, you have a problem, so you're expired, right? And he has the right to divorce you. However, you must do something to benefit the society, that like, because being like Muslim or a good Muslim is not about whether you're from like Egyptian background, American background. It doesn't like this doesn't care about your culture, doesn't care about your origin, about authenticity. You are like without any identity. Like you must be beneficial for this mission. If you're expired or you don't have any kind of thing to give the society, the Islamic society, if you are not able to produce kids, what to do if you are not like able to produce babies or having babies? So if you're wealthy and you are having money, you can give it away and all your jewelry and all your wealth to the Islamic population, like the Islamic army or something, to help them to have lots of guns and things like that in their wars so they can kill everyone. If you're poor, you can be like a whore to make any other, literally like a whore, to make any other like soldiers happy. It's in the books like Kutub al-Turath or like the sheikhs and imams books. Lots of ahadith and lots of ayat and surat. Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Abdul Wahhab, Ibn Kathir, Imam al-Hanafi, lots of imams and lots of books in the past. They are just wrote all of these things, tafsir and explanations for each thing, for each era of Islam, documentation about everything. So if you're thinking that you're supporting Muslims, good for you, but be careful because they don't care about you, they don't care about anything. They're in a mission. Literally, like people like they don't care about democracy. I'm not saying all Muslims are bad. I'm saying lots of those mentalities thinking that way. The population that were actually came from these Islamic countries, that's what I'm talking about, not the population that were like raised in Europe and have liberal families or something. However, if they've been exposed to that kind of violence and that kind of Islam, they will probably have the more acceptance towards this violence. It can like explode anytime.